Okay, we're going to do the Chenreze Puja. Try and listen to the words. There are words that come from Buddha. You're repeating words, not you, but the words that are repeated in Chenreze Puja are words that are said by Buddha. Yeah. So this is something that's said by a Buddha. Yeah. This is how he talks. You know, I am here for a reason, and I am from a place, and I'm also aware of hell, and I'm also aware of where you go and how you get there, but I know how to get you out of there, and I'm saying all this in these puja, but what I say is that I can get you out of there. You can't do this alone. If you try and do this alone, you will not grow 1 inch in every life. Yeah? You'll end up like a slug, slow with inertia. Yeah? And that could lead you to depression and suicide. So the only real reality is the fact that we have to come to understand that there are different worlds in this world. Yeah? There are worlds below us that are where hell beings exist, demons exist, and evil spirits exist. And they exist. Yeah, whether you want to believe it or not, they exist. And you can go there if you like. Today, every day, anytime. All you have to do is think along their path. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is having some interaction, a behavior that is similar to theirs, an emotion that is similar to theirs, that has an ideology that expresses theirs. Yeah? And you're not expressing yourself at all. You're stepping into hell. So when we do the Chenreze Puja, the process is that, we complain. We have things to say. We do good. Sometimes we do bad. In the end, we pay. Yeah. And how do we pay? We are not there when the Lord appears. Yeah. Because it says that right there. If we try, if we really do take refuge and live this life, and we try, our greatest achievement will be the accomplishment of taking birth during the time of the incarnation of the Lord. Yeah. Because it's all about being incarnated during the incarnation of the Buddha. All the rest is preparation. Yeah. So that's what the Chenreze Puja is about. It talks about Chenreze, the One, or as Avalokitesvara, or as Amitabha, or Manjushri, or Gautama Buddha, or Maitreya, or whatever Buddha you want to give me. Yeah, it's just one person. There is no other person.
From this moment until the heart of enlightenment is reached, I and all sentient beings as limitless as the sky go for refuge to all the glorious holy lamas. We go for refuge to all the yidams, the deities gathered in the mandalas. We go for refuge to all the Buddhas, those who have conquered and gone beyond. We go for refuge to all the supreme dharma. We go for refuge to all the noble sangha. We go for refuge to all the dakas, dakinis, protectors and defenders of the dharma, who possess the eye of transcending awareness. We go for refuge to all the glorious holy lamas. We go for refuge to all the yidams, the deities who gather in the mandalas. We go for refuge to all the Buddhas, those who have conquered and gone beyond. We go for refuge to all the supreme dharma. We go for refuge to all the noble sangha. We go for refuge to all the dakas, dakinis, protectors and defenders of the dharma who possess the eye of transcending awareness. We go for refuge to all the glorious holy lamas. We go for refuge to all the yidams, the deities gathered in the mandalas. We go for refuge to all the Buddhas, those who have conquered and gone beyond. We go for refuge to all the supreme dharma. We go for refuge to all the noble sangha. We go for refuge to all the dakas, dakinis, protectors, and defenders of the dharma, who possess the eye of transcending awareness. To the Buddhas, dharma, and supreme assembly, I go for refuge until enlightenment. May I, through merit gained by gifts and so on, accomplish Buddhahood for the sake of all beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I go for refuge until enlightenment. May I, through merit gained by gifts and so on, accomplish Buddhahood for the sake of all beings. To the Buddhas, the Dhamma, the Supreme Assembly, I go for refuge until enlightenment. May I, through merit gained by gifts and so on, accomplish Buddhahood for the sake of all beings. On the crown of my head, and all sentient beings pervading space, there rests a white lotus and a moon seat. From Hri appears the noble, all-seeing one, white, bright, and radiating 5 colored light rays, smiling charmingly and gazing with eyes of compassion. He has 4 arms, the upper 2 joined together, the lower 2 holding a white lotus and crystal rosary. He is adorned by precious jewels and silks. A deerskin covers his upper left shoulder. The Buddha, a boundless light, adorns his head. He sits in the Vajrasana. His back is supported by a stainless moon. He is the essence of all sources of refuge. Lord, whose white body is not clothed by fault, whose head is adorned by a perfect Buddha, who looks upon all beings with eyes of compassion. To you, Chenreze, I pay homage. Lord, whose white body is not clothed by fault, whose head is adorned by a perfect Buddha, who looks upon all beings with eyes of compassion. To you, Chenreze, I pay homage. Lord, whose white body is not clothed by fault, whose head is adorned by a perfect Buddha, who looks upon all beings with eyes of compassion. To you, Chenreze, I pay homage. To the Sublime One, the mighty Chenreze, to the Buddhas and their sons, who reside in the 10 directions and the 3 times, with complete sincerity I pay homage. I offer flowers, incense, butter lamps, perfume, food, music, and other real and imaginary offerings, and so on. And beseech the noble assembly to accept them. I confess all the unskillful actions caused by the power of conflicting emotions, and the 10 unvirtuous deeds, and the 5 sins of limitless consequence done from beginningless time until now. I rejoice in the spiritual merit of whatever virtue of the Svarvakas, Pratrika Buddhas, bodhisattvas, and ordinary beings gathered throughout the 3 times. I pray that the Dharma wheel of the Mahayana, the Hinayana, and of the teachings common to both be turned in accordance with the wishes and the aptitudes of all beings. I beseech the Buddhas not to pass into nirvana, as long as samsara is not emptied, but to look with compassion upon sentient beings who wallow in the ocean of suffering. May whatever merit I have accumulated be the cause for the enlightenment of all beings. May I quickly become a splendid leader of beings. I pray to you, Lama Chenreze. I pray to you, Yidam Chenreze. I pray to you, perfect noble Chenreze. I pray to you, Lord Protector Chenreze. I pray to you, Lord of Love Chenreze. Great compassionate Victor, please hold us with your compassion. Numberless beings who wander in endless samsara experience unbearable suffering. There is no other refuge than you, Protector. Please bestow the blessings to obtain omniscient Buddhahood. By our power of accumulating negative karma from beginningless time, sentient beings through the force of anger are born as hell beings and experience the suffer of heat and cold. May they all be born in your presence, perfect deity. Om Mane Padme. By the power of accumulating negative karma from beginningless time, sentient beings, through the force of greed, are born in the realms of the pretas and experience the suffering of hunger and thirst. May they all be born in your perfect realm, the Potala. Om Mane Padme. By the power of accumulating negative karma from beginningless time, sentient beings, through the force of stupidity, are born as animals and experience the suffering of dullness and stupidity. May they all be born in your presence, the Protector. Om Mane Padme. By the power of accumulating negative karma from beginningless time, sentient beings, through the force of desire, are born in the human realm and experience the suffering of excessive activity and constant frustration. May they all be born in the pure land of Dewachen. Om Mane Padme. By the power of accumulating negative karma from beginningless time, sentient beings, through the force of jealousy, are born in the realm of the demigods and experience the suffering of fighting and quarreling. May they all be born in your realm, the Potala. Om Mane Padme. By the power of accumulating negative karma from beginningless time, sentient beings, through the force of pride, are born in the realm of the gods and experience the suffering of change and folly. May they all be born in your realm, the Potala. high deeds, by equaling Chenreze's, liberate all beings from impure realms, and spread the perfect sound of the 6 syllables in the 10 directions. Through the power of praying to you, perfect noble one, may all beings who I am to discipline pay the greatest attention to action and result, and diligently practice virtue and the dharma for the benefit of all beings. Through this one-pointed prayer, light radiates from the body of the Sublime One and purifies the impure karma, impure appearances, and the deluded mind. The outer realm is the pure land of Dewachin, and the body, the speech, the mind of the beings therein are the perfect form, the sublime speech, and the pure mind of mighty Chenreze, the invisible union of appearance, sound, and vivid intelligence with voidness. Bodies of others, and all appearances are the perfect form of the Sublime One. All sounds the melody of the 6 syllables. All thoughts the vastness of the great Shana. Through this virtue, may I quickly achieve the realization of mighty Chenreze. May I bring every single being to that same state of being. Through the merit of reciting and meditating, may I and every being to whom I am connected, when these imperfect forms are left behind, be miraculously born in Dewachin. And may I then immediately cross the 10 levels and send out the emanations in the 10 directions for the benefit of all others. Through this virtue, may all beings perfect the accumulations of spiritual merit and awareness. May they attain the 2 supreme bodies, which arise from merit and awareness. Bodhicitta is precious. May it arise in those who have cultivated it, and in those who have cultivated it, may it not diminish. May it ever grow, and may it ever flourish.
So, just to help with a little bit in the process of people's being able to understand Buddha's teaching. If you listen to the Chenreze Puja and everything, you're listening to Buddha saying statements. But those statements are mainly about the view from Buddhahood. It's not like saying you should see this, you should know this, because when he says Chenreze Puja and says Chenreze and describes Chenreze, he's describing it from knowing. He's Chenreze, he knows. So he's only illustrating Buddha. And he's illustrating places in which you yourself, instead of going to hell, I am asking for you to not go to hell, but to go here. And join Buddha in certain realms. Different realms that are just reflective realms of the opposites that are found in hell. All the negative thoughts and all the processes and all the things that go on. But there's other states of consciousness that are found in Buddha's mind that are from the exact same world, but sees it in a different view. And from that view, you could be at Potala. You could be at the feet of Chenreze Buddha. You could be in many different levels, but each one of them, when I say a human being and be born in the form of a human being and always live your life in a state of activity and frustration, but then I say, but I wish for you to be born, not there, but elsewhere, which is, in my mind, I know where and what the opposite is. Yeah? And it's not from your realm. It's not from your understanding or experience. Yeah? So these pujas are in order to step you up, to be able to be receptive of the literal enlightened reality of perception that is Buddha's. Yeah? And the teachings are coming directly out of his perception, which is not in any way, shape, or form, from here. It's from higher levels of Buddha reality. Tushita, it would take me eons of lifetimes to give you a slight understanding of Tushita, but yet I live there. I live there. It's common ground for me, but not until you attain Buddhahood will you ever go there. Yeah? The time before you come onto Earth with maybe thousands of other Buddhas in the very, very far future, and you've finally attained Buddhahood. You'll be meeting me in bodhicitta, and you'll hear the same conversation from the same Buddha, but you'll have understanding. Yeah? Does that make sense? Because you'll have tread the hard path. You will have mastered all the arts of martial arts. You will have mastered every craft and technique it takes to build the earth in perfect structural alignment to the cosmos. Temples, people, healing, technology, everything comes from reflections of the truth. We're all one. Yeah. So it really takes higher mind to be able to see and then work it out. So it's in those stepping up. Whenever you step up, you clarify the view of your future, because you're not ending up in hell in your future. You're moving up so that your next incarnation is with me. Because every one of those places I asked you to be into is a place where I'm incarnating in a future period of time, this present period of time. Yeah? And it's all involved in realms that are created as heaven, that are manifested by Buddha. And every living human being either exists there or as a human frustrated and running like a little rabbit on a great big wheel. Yeah? And occasionally you get the sense that you're getting off, but you're actually going down. And your wheel just goes faster and more chaotic. Yeah. So there's only one way, is get off that freaking wheel. Yeah. And that's it. Getting off that wheel is a hard thing to do. You literally got to stop that wheel and you have to focus to the moment of the moment. And you can't be on any wheel. You can't be going da 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 da, thinking da 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 da, do da 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 da. Just focus, calm down, get everything done in its orderly fashion, and you will be a master. You'll be a Buddha. Yeah? Does that make sense?